We are the #1 channel for NBA 2K tips and tricks, tutorials, and how-tos. For more content like this, make sure you subscribe to the channel and leave a like on this video. Let's get into it. What is good with y'all boys, man? RDK back here with another NBA 2K23 video. And in today's video, guys, this can be used for next and current gen. I'm going to be teaching you guys how to play a MyCareer type of game in MyNBA, or otherwise known as MyLeague. There's a few steps to this, so make sure you pay attention, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, and make sure to leave a like. That goes a long way for me. So our first thing that we want to do when we're setting this up is we want to create our MyPlayer, or our MyCareer player. Instead of going to MyCareer, I want you guys to go to create a player. I'm going to go to add new player, and I'm going to create a quick player here. So you create your player, you change, jersey number, you can change age, you can change a lot of different stuff, more than you can do in MyCareer. Basically, you can change play types, injuries, injury history, stuff like that. Different types of plays they know how to run. Then you can edit the appearance. I'm going to leave it as it is right now. Body, I'm going to leave it as it is right now. You can do wingspan and shoulder width. You can do height and weight. Tattoos, you can even add tattoos for free if you wanted to. And then you can add any shoes you want, any accessories, which MyNBA does have more accessories than MyCareer, so that's a plus. Adding any shoes you want is a plus. Adding any tattoos you want is a plus. And then you can add any attributes you want without having to buy VC and stuff like that. So I'm just going to raise my three-point shot just to make my overall a little bit higher. Let me raise my ball handle a little bit, and let's do driving dunk. And I also want to do my defense just because I did make a small forward here, so gonna want to be able to lock up people like LeBron and Kevin Durant and stuff like that. So we got our attributes there. We can edit our tendencies. It's crazy how much you can do with these creative players. I'm not gonna mess with those right now. Then you can do hot zones. Of course, you can make yourself hot from every zone on the court if you wanted to. You can make yourself cold in some spots if you're trying to be realistic with it and stuff like that. You can change your signature, which is your animations. You can do any jump shot you want. You could do any free throw, any dunk and layup package you want. Do all that stuff. Badges, any badges you want. And then I'm going to go ahead and complete this, and I'm going to keep changes. So that is the first step to creating our MyPlayer, quote unquote. Now, once you have your player created, you can go back and go over to create roster. I'm going to do modern era. You can do any era that you want. And I'm going to use the official 2K Sports roster. You can use a user created roster if you want. You just go download. People upload rosters all the time that you can use. Some have descriptions with them. Or you can use an injury-free roster. So it's basically this first 2K Sports roster without injuries. But I'm going to go ahead and do the official 2K Sports roster. So once you're in your roster creator, you want to go over to free agent, or not to free agency. You want to go over to created players. Now, if you want to assign your player to free agency, you can, and then use this custom roster. Once you enter your MyNBA and have them sign with any team, you can, or you can go ahead and copy them to a team right off the rip. I'm going to go ahead and assign him to the Cleveland Cavaliers because that is my favorite team. And then I'm going to save the roster. Name it whatever you want. Make sure you're going to remember the name a little bit. I'm just going to put my name and my number right here. They want you to enter a description as well. You can just put MC for MyCareer. There are 3 teams that do not have enough active players on their roster. They'll be automatically filled out if you start a new MyNBA. You can go ahead and press yes. There's 16 too many active players. Go ahead and press yes on that as well. So your roster is now saved. Now what you want to do, go to MyNBA and go ahead and click MyNBA, the first tab there. Create a new save in slot 4, or in slot whatever you got. Let this thing load. The only bad thing about this, I would say, there's no storyline. But if you're wanting to just play a MyCareer type thing where you're just controlling your player and you want to be able to control more aspects of the league, then this is definitely the way for you to go. I'm going to go with the modern era here. Once I load in, and it's going to play this little animation here. pretty cool how they added the arrows to the game, though. I'm not even gonna lie, that's pretty dope. So our first thing that we want to do, this very first thing that says setup options, I want you to press Y or triangle depending on your console and go to custom roster. Make sure that is checked because you're going to want to be using your custom roster when you start the MyNBA so that you have your created player on there. You can do any options you want. This is all up to you. I'm gonna go ahead and press the start button to advance. Now it's saying roster picker. Make sure you go to user created roster, and then what you want to do is press the right bumper 2 times to go over to my files. There is my save file, RDK26. We're gonna go ahead and load that one up. Now they want you to select your team. Obviously we put our player on the Cavaliers, so we're gonna select the Cavaliers and then press the start button. Skip that. I'm gonna auto generate. Normally I would load a user created draft class, but I'm gonna auto simulate that, or auto generate, sorry. Now once you're in this screen, go ahead and press that back button. Go ahead and go down to options. This is the first thing you want to do. Go to position, player lock. You want to find your player. There he is. Make sure he is on player lock. So now you'll only be controlling your player. When he gets subbed out into the bench, you're going to get subbed out. You don't have to control anyone else in this game except your player. So we're going to go ahead and press back. Let that save. Now from here you can edit all your options. And this is just a fun way to play MyCareer type of game without the storyline, if you're not interested in that, without having to buy everything, buy VC or earn VC or nothing like that. And then from there, you can go to your roster and you can edit any player you want. You can edit your teammates if you want. One of the things I like doing on here is editing my teammates, like accessories and stuff like that. Like Donovan Mitchell, I love him, but I hate those straight socks. So if you're someone like me and you want to edit something like that, it's that simple. You can just go to shoes and gear. You can go to crew socks and make them either the quarter socks, crunch socks. You can make them whatever you want. I'm gonna give them the crunch socks though. I like those. And then we're gonna go ahead and go back and keep changes. And you can also edit your own player. You can edit attributes, badges, anything you want. You have way more control over this than in MyCareer. You can honestly control a lot of different stuff. Coaching, game plan, on the fly lineups, edit playbook. You can do trades. You can trade for whoever you want. You can sign whoever you want. So it's pretty fun. I like playing this. Once MyCareer story's over, I come into this and kind of control the league a little bit more. That's all I got for you guys today, man. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and that's all I got. Peace.